Hey guys, gwyned here. I am going to be bringing you a commentary match today of the semifinals of MPDC Season 22 Worlds. At the top of the screen you have Chipp, who is playing a Is It control deck, or I guess it's more of an aggro control deck. And then on the bottom you've got PK23, who is playing bug control. Let's get started. Looks like PK won the dice roll, and he is going to choose to play first. He mulligans down to 6, while Chipp keeps his hand at 7. PK has to mulligan down to 5. And he keeps his 5, starts out with the Demir Guildgate and an island. See if Chipp has a play. He does. So this is a very similar, the deck Chipp is playing is actually very similar to the mono blue control deck, or mono blue aggro deck that's been making the rounds, mono blue flyers, but it uses red to get some more removal, and it's a little less aggressive, but is a little more resilient, I think, because of that. So this is probably a tough matchup for Chipp, just because if the bug control deck can have any kind, can establish control, there's very little that he's going to be able to do to stop it. So another Guildgate, not surprising. Chipp is going to break an Evolving Wilds, presumably getting a mountain here. Nope, another island, alright. And doesn't have a follow-up play, so the Raptor will sit back. And PK goes ahead and burns his Cremate, just to go ahead and let him draw a card, help make up for having to mulligan down to 5. Plays another Guildgate and just passes the turn back. Chipp plays a mountain and then is going to Faithless Loot. Able to discard some extra lands. That is a pretty powerful ability for him. This particular build doesn't want a lot of lands, so the ability to get rid of it with Faithless Looting is definitely pretty good there. Not sure how many he's playing. But I'll certainly take a look at both these lists, and you'll be able to look at them in the article that'll accompany these videos. Alright, so PK just plays another land and passes the turn, but the fact that it's now Chipp's 4th turn and his only creature he has is a 0/1 is definitely to PK's advantage. And he still doesn't have any play. That's kind of surprising. PK just plays out a swamp and continues to pass the turn. And Chipp is also just passing the turn. Must have a pretty difficult draw for him. The fact that neither of them is doing anything is definitely a very odd turn of events. So Chipp does have a Think Twice here, and then has his 4th land, and then finally finds a Frostburn Weird. Might have expected a counterspell there, but it just goes ahead and enters into play, pumps up the Cloudfin Raptor, and now it'll swing in for 1, and PK just takes it and passes the turn. PK's got his 7th land here, and it looks like he finally has a play. He's going to play the Ubelsal Gatekeeper, but that is going to get countered. So that's probably why Chipp hasn't been making any plays. He's been holding up this Essence Scatter, which makes sense. And he'll continue to swing in here. Drop PK down to 17. Doesn't pump, so probably has another removal spell. Definitely playing kind of a control build here. PK is going to go ahead and return the Ubelsal to his hand, and presumably recast it here, see if his opponent has another counterspell, which he does. In this case it is, oh no, he just has an Ophelia Seakite, alright. So plays the Seakite out to get another attacker, but the Ubelsal is going to be able to come in. Oh, interesting. Why did he, oh, because he can't kill any of them anymore because it pumped the Cloudfin. Okay, that was a really good move by Chipp. I kind of missed that there. So basically he popped this in there because it allowed his Cloudfin Raptor to get big and makes a -2/-2 ability here, not really do anything. Nice little trick for Chipp there. Alright, so we'll swing in here, see if the Ubelsal decides to block. He doesn't, and PK drops to 11, and unless PK is going to get something going here, he's going to have a hard time. Alright, so he does have a Devour Flesh. Presumably he'll get rid of the Frostburn Weird for the maximum life gain. That would be my guess. Yeah, that's what he does, taking him up to 24. And he also has a Dead Weight to reduce the Cloudfin Raptor back down to a 0/1. I'm not sure why he didn't attack there. He's not going to be able to block. Probably should have, but maybe I missed something here. And Chipp's just going to go ahead and burn his Think Twice. Oh, interesting. And okay, so PK is just going to go ahead and flicker the Ubelsal, and then obviously the land moving won't really do anything, but being able to get more use out of this Ubelsal will definitely be good for him. Alright, so he flickers that, allowing him to get rid of the Cloudfin Raptor, and keep this creature in play. Didn't get a lot of value out of that Ghostly Flicker, obviously, but, you know, 1 for 1, which is fine. And if he's got an Archomancer in hand, he'll be able to get some good use out of that. So PKL drop to 9 here. And let's see, where are we? Alright, so, and then at the end of Chipp's turn, he's going to go ahead and play out a Stitch Drake. Okay. See if PK has an answer here. Has a Prophetic Prism, which isn't going to do a whole lot, but does let him draw another card. Only 1 card in hand. Looks like he's a little flooded. Chipp has another Think Twice. Alright, he continues to swing in. See if dropping PK to 4, and he's going to need an answer here pretty fast. Alright, so Chipp's going to go ahead and use his Faithless Looting, is able to get rid of 2 more lands, and should be in pretty great shape. He's got a handful of cards, and PK is down to 1 card. Does have a Forbidden Alchemy here to maybe help him draw into an answer. It's kind of interesting art. I don't think I've seen that before. Definitely like the other one better, but that's kind of cool. And let's see, he pitched, it was like a Forest, a Deadweight, and a Gatekeeper Vine. And he's going to swing in here with the Uvolsol. Interesting choice. Obviously doesn't really matter. Does have a Murder to get rid of the Stitch Drake. But it's still facing 2 in the air. Oh, and Chipp's got a Searing Spear to drop him down to 1. And that is going to be how that game ended. So PK wasn't able to recover from a Mull to 5. Chipp won game 1. I'll be back in a minute for game 2.